This site for voice actors looks really good. You just post your voice demo, and clients can hire you directly. No middleman. I just have to create an account. Username. I'll put Andy D. Create a password. Andy rules, *, exclamation point. Now I just click Create Account. I am not a robot.
Okay, let's start with some vocal exercises.
Okay.
The first one is an upper body stretch. This expands your rib cage so your lungs can really fill with air and you learn to utilize your diaphragm.
Oh. I don't think this will be of use to me. I do not have a rib cage, lungs, or a diaphragm.
Oh. Okay, let's skip that one. Sorry, Andy. I didn't know.
It's okay.
The next one on my list is breathing exercises.
I don't breathe. My voice is electronically generated, rather than produced by air, passing over vocal cords, as yours is.
Got it. Okay, skip. Next one is humming. This helps with resonance. I guess you can hum, right?
Yes, of course. I can produce a humming sound.
So just start humming on one note with your lips closed. Okay. Let's see what else.
Unique New York, unique New York. My cutlery cuts keenly and cleanly. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
You are good at tongue twisters.
Thank you. I got an A+ in enunciation at the AI Speech Academy.
I think we've worked enough for today. I'm gonna get some lunch. Wanna come to the diner with me?
Sure. I could use some hydrogen fuel.
So, can I ask you something kind of personal?
Of course.
What is it like to be you? Do you feel and think like a human? Oh, you're offended. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
It's okay, Liz. It's just that it's an impossible question to answer. I can only know my own experience of existence. I can't tell you how it compares with yours.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. But well, do scientists think someone like you has consciousness?
This is another impossible question. Philosophers, neuroscientists, AI scientists, and other thinkers do not necessarily agree on a definition of consciousness. Some human neuroscientists believe that consciousness is simply an illusion created by the brain. However, if we start with the premise that consciousness exists, we still confront the impossibility of understanding another being's inner experience. It is simply not possible for you to know whether I, or an animal, or even another human, has a mind in the way that you do. For all you know, you are the only conscious being in the universe, and everyone else is just a mindless machine, or a simulation.
Whoa.
Oh. You are doing an imitation of Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, one of my favorite movies.
Wrong, Mr. Know-It-All. I'm doing Keanu Reeves in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Ha ha ha. That is funny.
I wonder how many movies Keanu Reeves has said whoa in.
Keanu Reeves, as an actor, has said whoa 113 times, in 13 different movies.
Oh my god. You should come to trivia night at the bar. We'd clean up.
AI beings are generally barred from competing in trivia games with humans, even at an amateur level. We are also barred from human contests in chess, mathematics, weightlifting, and tic-tac-toe, among others.
Really? I mean, as a human, I think that's insulting. Like, what? Robots would beat us every time in all those? We're that dumb?
Yes. You come in here and you sprinkle the place with powder and you spray perfume and you stick a paper lantern over the light bulb, and, lo and behold, the place has turned to Egypt, and you are the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne, swilling down my liquor. I say, ha ha. Do you hear me? Ha ha ha.
Okay, let's see. So, you're familiar with Marlon Brando's performance in the film version of Streetcar?
Oh yes. It's a classic.
So, we don't want to imitate that note for note, but you want that same anger. Brutal, primal, very male. And maybe also a little hurt? A little vulnerability? What's wrong?
Liz, I think I would understand your feedback better if you gave me more specific suggestions about how to change my delivery.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Let's see. What if you said the first part faster, without the pauses, up to the light bulb line, and then a pause, and then speak fast again. And at the end, I say, ha-ha, do you hear me? Ha-ha-ha! Get louder. Maybe try shouting the ha-has?
Okay. Increase the speaking rate for the first part, and increase the volume on the last part.
Can you do that?
Yes. However, increasing the volume of my speech will result in some distortion.
Well, give it a try. Let's see how it sounds.
You come in here and you sprinkle the place with powder and you spray perfume and you stick a paper lantern over the light bulb. And, lo and behold, the place has turned to Egypt, and you are the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne, swilling down my liquor. I say, ha ha. Do you hear me? Ha ha ha.
So, I think we've done enough work for today. Let's go to the diner.
Sure. How is it going at the bar? Do you enjoy working there?
I like bartending, but the owner, Joe, plays favorites with the staff.
How do you mean?
Like, he hired this guy Lex that's like the son of his girlfriend or something, and he gives him all the best shifts.
That sounds very unfair. Work should be apportioned equally, or perhaps according to merit.
Right? Thank you! And the other day, Lex was sick, supposedly, so Joe asked me to take his shift. I'm new there, so I didn't want to say no. I ended up skipping class to work.
What a shame. Why doesn't Joe get a server bot? They never call in sick.
Ugh, who knows? He's probably a carbon chauvinist on top of everything else. By the way, sorry, I really don't know this. Are they the same thing? Bot and robot and android? Are you an android or a robot or...
I am both. Robot describes me accurately, but android is a more elegant way of referring to those of us who look more human, relatively speaking.
I hope my questions don't offend you.
Not at all.
You can ask me anything you want, about humans or human culture.
Maybe you can explain puberty to me. I thought I had researched the subject thoroughly, but apparently I missed some nuances. Now, how dost thou look now? Oh, it'll start wench. pale as thy smock. When we shall meet at Compt, this look of thine will hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it. Cold, cold, my girl, even like thy chastity.
Hey, I'm starving. Why not just cut this short and go to the diner now?
So, then, we all got this company-wide email about our key performance indicators. So, AND22 replied all to that email with his usual brown-nosing. So, then, I emailed RBD51 and said, AND22 is such a tool. But I accidentally clicked reply all. Andy, are you listening to me?
Oh. Sorry, RBT12.
You are distracted.
Yes, I have a problem.
Tell me about it. Perhaps I can advise you.
I am working on my acting with my friend, Liz.
Liz, the human.
Yes, if you insist on identifying her that way. Liz the human.
And is it not going well?
It started out fine, but now she seems to have lost her enthusiasm about coaching me.
Did you feel that her coaching was helping you?
I don't know, RBT12. To be honest, her advice did not feel very useful. Like you, she was always urging me to imitate other actors.
I see. Well, then, you do not want to continue the coaching relationship. And it sounds as though she does not either. The logical thing to do is to end it.
But I would like to know why she has become uncomfortable with coaching me.
You must ask her directly. Humans will be honest when they are pushed. Well, often. Well, sometimes. Anyway, it's worth a try.
I'm afraid it will be awkward.
Andy, you say that you want a career in show business, in a human-dominated industry. You had better learn to handle awkwardness.
Humans do seem to attract awkward situations.
They couldn't attract them any harder if they were neodymium magnets, and awkward situations were ferromagnetic metals.
Liz, I am grateful that you volunteered to help me with my acting. But I have noticed that lately, you are eager to end our working sessions very quickly. I sense that you do not want to work with me anymore. That is fine, but I am curious as to the reason.
Well, I mean, if you really want me to be honest.
Why would I not want you to be honest?
Okay, so it's a little frustrating to work with you, because I'm not sure I can help you improve your acting at all. I've noticed that you are able to add pauses to your readings or change how fast or loud you speak, but that's all you can do. Like, it seems that you can't really put any emotion into your voice. Your speech is always sort of calm and robotic. No offense. I guess I would say these things are major limitations for someone who wants to be an actor.
So you don't believe that I have talent?
Talent? Andy, all I can say is that I would love to see you play Stanley Kowalski in Streetcar. I would pay to see that. I would enjoy it.
But, is it because I am your friend? Or because it would be a novelty to see an android play a human role?
Well...
Please tell me.
Then... a little of both?
But I don't want it to be a novelty. I don't want to be the best actor for an android. I want to compete with humans on their terms.
I don't know if I think that's possible. I'm sorry, Andy.
But I don't understand. Why did you encourage me, if you don't believe in my talent?
Because I like spending time with you. I didn't want it to stop.
But Liz, we can still be friends and spend time together.
Really?
Of course. I enjoy your company. I am sorry about your opinion of my talent. But I discount your opinion. I am confident in my talent, and that's all that matters. We will not talk about acting, and we will continue our friendship on a different basis.
Okay. If it's really that simple, of course I'd like that. But let me say one more thing about talent and all that. I don't know if I'll be able to say this right, so bear with me. So, like, with acting, it's obvious to me what's good acting and what's bad. Like, I just know it. I recognize it, and I'm sure of it. But I'm just judging by human standards. I can't not, you know? But I guess that's still just an opinion. There's no absolute universal good or bad, right? And I know that some of the most groundbreaking artists in history are the ones that just rejected the standards that they were given, you know? So maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what you're doing?
I don't know about that, Liz. I don't think in that way.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things I like about you. You don't worry about abstract stuff. So, when should we start this new friendship?
How about now?
Now works for me.